Desikachar and Patabi Joyce. So it's a very strong lineage. And those three people, as you probably all know, were really responsible for bringing yoga to the West. And the rest is history. And to train to be an Iyengar teacher takes about 6 years. From the day you step on your mat and you decide that's what you want to do, it takes about 6 years, and Katie is near the end of her training, thank God for her. So we train by mentorship, and so I hope you enjoy. I did write a long speech, but it's gone out of my head. I'm not going to bore you. You've waited a long time for this, and we're just going to get on with the practice. Now, we have got a few props here. If anyone wants to borrow props, experiment with props. That's obviously one of the features of Iyengar Yoga that you might know of. There's also some sheets there. If anyone wants a sheet to read, because I'm going to chant the invocation to Patanjali. So if anyone wants to look at the words, Katie will hand them around. They're just over there, laminated, if anyone's interested. But what I'd like you to do first is just sit in, if possible, sit in Swastikasana. If you've got bad knees, please sit in a pose that's comfortable for you. But maintain that lift in your spine. That's the main thing we want to do, is try and create that lift in our spine. So you can use blocks to sit on, you can use blanket, you can use bricks. They might not look comfortable, but they really do help to lift the spine. Yes, so we've got some block fans. Go for it. So taking props is not a sign of disability or inadequacy in any way. It's just a sign of a different kind of way of working. And sometimes they're used to support people where they have an injury or a condition. Other times they're used to actually increase our awareness of a pose, or to create playful ways to make poses possible. So some of those advanced poses possible. So we're going to start just by sitting. If you bring your hands beside your hips and lift up through the sides of your body, pin your shoulders back. If you have the sheet in front of you and you want to look at the words, it's the Patanjali chant, not the other one on the other side. So it's the Patanjali chant that we're doing. We precede it with 3 Om sounds, so you can join with me. And if you know the invocation to Patanjali, you can join. If you don't know, just sit and listen or read the words. Okay, so let's bring the palms together in front of the chest. And close the eyes and draw your senses inwards. Keep the breath soft, keep the mouth soft, keep the tongue relaxed, throat soft. Exhale fully and take a long, slow, smooth inhalation. Yogena citasya padena vacham malam sharirasya javaidyakena yopa karotam pravaram munina patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram Shankachakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim Hari Om. So maintaining the lift in the chest, we bow our head down in reverence to Lord Patanjali, to Guruji and Gitaji and all of our teachers that pass on this practice through us. Release the hands and raise your head and open your eyes. Okay, should we stand up? Let's stand up. We're going to take a short practice. Some of these poses I've seen you doing already, so sorry for any repetition, but hopefully I can give you a slightly different insight into some of them. You're all nicely warmed up, so yes, we're going to start with Tadasana. So if you bring the legs together, bring your legs together, make sure that your feet are bare, and if you look down at your toes, spread your toes and stretch the toes forwards. So you had a really good toe manipulation with Ankit earlier, so I'm expecting to see really broad toes, really stretched feet, and I can see that very nicely there. So be aware of the ground beneath your feet. Keep the inner edges of your feet together if possible. If you've got those knees that make it difficult to get the legs together, just get the legs together. And then feel that the outer thighs, the outer shins are drawing in towards the center line. So it's like you're merging your legs together, and that creates a firmness in the legs. Then the spine is sitting on top of the pelvis, so we want the pelvis to be aligned. So feel that those frontal hip bones are lifting up and back. Okay? Don't over-tuck your tailbone down, but just imagine the tailbone's like a hook going forwards towards the pubic bone and lifting slightly up. I know it doesn't look like that, but imagine that's the kind of energetic feel of that area of your body. Extend your arms down, make the fingers wide, make the palm skin stretch. So everything starts to come into life, like a flower blooming. Pull the kneecaps up, pull the thigh muscles up. We're going to do a little bit of arm work. If anyone's got shoulder issues, frozen shoulders, when we take the arms up like this, keep your arms, whoops, I knew that would go wrong, keep your arms out to the sides, okay? Or, if you've got a really bad shoulder, just take one arm up, okay? So let's take the arms forwards, parallel to the floor, Keep the palms facing each other. Notice your awareness goes straight to your arms, but what about your legs? Are they still gripping together? Can you press the front thighs towards the back thighs? As you take your arms all the way up, try not to let them bend. If it's really difficult and they start to do this, bring the arms wider. And then reach from the armpit to the elbow, to the wrist, to the fingertips. That's it. Stretch all the way to the fingertips. Make your fingernails grow. Touch the ceiling. It's up there. Go for it. Okay, now bring your arms all the way down. Back to Tadasana. And we're going to go for Urdhva Padangiliasana. So this is a pose where we interlock the fingers and turn the palms. Now if you've got arthritic fingers, you can just hold a wrist or you can hook a thumb. So turn your palms forwards. Again, suck the kneecaps back and up. Raise the arms without pushing your hips forward. So maintain strong legs. Lift the arms. If they don't come back, beside your ears, keep them forwards. That's it. Better to have straight arms. Can you join your thumbs though? Don't let the thumb tips release, yes. And extend the thumb side of your wrist up towards the ceiling more. Arms further back, further back, further back. Keep your chin up, keep your chest up. Relax your face. It's only yoga. Okay, bring the arms down. Turn the palms towards you. Can you see which first finger you've got on top? Move the hand over so the other first finger's on top. So you change the interlock of your fingers. Yeah, once again, stretch the arms forwards. Yeah, don't change the actual pose. You just move the fingers over one. Take the arms up. Push down through your heel bone. So connect the extension of the heel of the hand with the pressure of the heel bone into the floor. Try and straighten those arms and keep your eyes open. Your breath soft. So eyes open, mouth closed if possible, unless you've got a cold. And then bring the arms down, release, stretch to the fingertips. Okay, so a couple more arm movements. We're going to take that same interlock, and this time bring it behind the back. This is called Paschimma Padangiliasana. Paschimma Padangiliasana. So join the fingers behind your back. If you can't connect your fingers, you can join the wrist. You can join the wrist like that. Or you can hold the arms like that. Okay, and again, roll the shoulders back and lift your chest. Keeping the kneecaps sucking back, thighs sucking back. Try and straighten your arms as best you can. Sometimes we use a belt for this. So those people that can't straighten the arms, we take a belt instead. So they get the same action. You know, very stiff people, stiff shoulders, they can get the same action. They're not left out of the class. They're not told to sit at the side and do something else. They join in. Okay, and then release, just relax. Can you remember the change of the interlock? So you move the fingers over one, and then again, arms down and back. Roll your shoulders back. Think of brightening the armpit chest. So instead of having this kind of feeling of dullness in the chest, create this brightness. Open the center of the chest, but lift the armpits. And then relax, release. Shrug your shoulders, release the arms. Okay. So we're going to take now Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So I've been watching you all. I've been trying to assess what levels we have here. We've got some quite experienced people here. So we're going to go straight ahead and do Adho Mukha Svanasana. So when we do this pose, we should keep the hands about as wide as the mat to start with, feet as wide as the mat as well if you're stiff, or a little bit narrower if you are more flexible. And don't worry about the heels going down, okay? Just keep the stretch of the body, the stretch of the legs, but can you see the distance is quite long? So don't be a sausage dog, be a lurcher, be very wide. All right, come on then, let's do that. So we're going to turn to the front edge of your mat. You don't have to go down with your legs straight, okay? You can come onto your hands and knees, or you can simply bend, put your hands down, either straight legs or bent, and then step back one leg at a time into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look at the floor beneath your hands, between your hands. Anytime you want to come down, you just come down onto your knees. That's it. Stay quiet in your body, quiet in your mind, but strong in your arms and legs. Gerard, feet wide. Yes. See, it's helpful when I know your name, or maybe not helpful. Maybe scary when I know your name. Lift your outer hips as high as they can, as if you're on the ceiling with your buttock bones. Point your buttock bones up towards the ceiling. Move your upper back deeper in towards your legs and stretch your heels down. Keyword, towards the floor. Don't walk your feet in to get your heels down. Just move your heels towards the floor. I've been trying 30 years to get my heels down to the floor. I've got a different shaped body than Katie, for example, who can get her heels down like that. She's still working very hard. All right, now walk your feet forwards towards your hands, and all of you come up and stand up and be back in Tadasana. Okay, now I'm going to be very unpopular and ask you to turn your mats around the same way as ours. Can you do that? Yes. It's too hot to run around to the other side. Ankit's younger than me. So we're going to stay up here. Okay. All right, so, yes, we're going to do some standing poses. Your last standing poses of the day. Your last standing pose of the day. So the shapes will be familiar to you. Lots of you have done lots of yoga before. Those of you that haven't, anyone with a knee problem, you're going to step your feet apart. The ones that are more experienced, you can jump your feet apart, okay? But first of all, we'll just break down the standing pose into its components. So everything starts from Utthita Hasta Padasana. So I'm going to step, Katie's going to jump. I'm just going to show first. So just bear with us. So we're going to jump our feet or step our feet wide. You see how the arms are coming out parallel to the floor. Then we check to see that the heels and the toes are in line. The outer edges of the feet are parallel and the toes are level with each other at the front. So this is Utthita Hasta Padasana. It's where all the standing poses originate from. So whether we're going to turn this way or do a balance pose, this is where it all starts. We're going to do a couple of lateral poses first. So we'll be turning the left foot in and the right leg out, maintaining that strong rotation of the right thigh. So that the center of the right thigh, center of the knee and the ankle all face the same direction. Okay, so if you've got a foot that does that, you're going to be imbalanced in your pelvis. You're going to be taking that pose in a different direction, away from its natural alignment. So you want to keep that rotation. And then we'll move into some other poses from there. So let's try that first. So from Tadasana, bring your arms to the center chest. That's it, elbows nice and high. Now whether you're jumping or stepping, throw your arms out. Throw them up and out so you get that liveliness. And jump, let's come back to the center. Some of you tried the jump. I'll jump with you. Jump as high as you can. Ready? Elbows high. Jump. Yes, that's better. I want to hear thudding. All right? We're not meant to thud, but I want to hear that there's been some jumping. Okay, we're going to turn that left foot a little bit in, just a tiny bit in with the left foot, not too much. Then the whole of the right leg out. And you can relax your arms and have a look. Can you turn that right thigh a little bit more? Can you turn the calf muscle and make sure that your right toes are pointing directly towards the right? And then have a look and see that your right heel's in line with your left arch. unless you've got a hip problem, in which case move your right foot further forward so that the right heel is in line with the toes of the left foot. Yes. And some of you walk your left foot a little further out. Hips remaining forwards in this variation. We're going to go to the side in a minute. So keep your hips facing front, yeah. That's it. Stretch the arms out. Lift your chest. Lift your frontal hip bones. Imagine you've got, some of you got leggings on, okay? So pull your leggings up. But your leggings are your quadriceps. Pull your quadriceps up. Stretch the arms to infinity. Good. And then turn that right foot back in. We're going to go immediately to the other side. So the right toes are a little bit in, not too much. Turn the whole of the left leg out. Have a quick look. Is that thigh, knee, foot in alignment? And have you got your left foot in line with your right arch? Yes. Some of you have got a bit shorter in this pose. Can you move the right foot further to the right? That's it. Don't go too mad though. We don't want to end up in the splits. Well, it's a nice pose, but not for today. Okay, well done. Turn back to the center and jump legs back together. Tadasana. Okay, so we're going to do that all again, and we'll go into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, so you already know this. You've done it a few times today already. So I'm going to do it with you. Just follow with me and Katie. So arms to the center chest, jump, legs wide. Or step. Remember, you can step as well if you've got bad knees, a bad back. Turn the left foot just a little bit. Turn the right leg completely out. Now, this right side's going to lengthen. Remember what Amit was saying about keeping the two sides of the body as long as you can. So raise that right arm up. And then as you go to the right, lengthen towards that wall over there. Touch that wall. Look, you're nearly there. Touch it. Yes. Reach out and down. See if you can grab your ankle, shin, thigh, wherever is possible. But don't bring your chest forwards to get down. So you've got to keep that buttock, that right buttock, gripped forwards and the top of the left thigh pressing back. Turn your abdomen, turn your chest. If you can, look up at the ceiling, but the lighting here might make you a little bit blind, so maybe keep the head forwards. If you've got high blood pressure, keep your top hand down. If you've got any kind of dizziness, turn your head and look down at the floor, at your right big toe. Breathe, extend the arms away from each other. Pressurize the outer edge of your left foot, pull up the inner right knee to the inner right groin, inhale, come up, turn the feet to the front, rest your hands on your hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Should we do the other side? So swing the arms out, right toes in a little bit, turn the left leg completely out. Remember to pull those kneecaps up, check your alignment, top of that right thigh pressing back. Can we keep the legs straight? Triangles have straight sides, unless you're looking at a Dali painting, and they might be any kind of shape, but triangles have straight sides. Raise the left arm up, extend to the left, extend, 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 extend. Don't just drop down. See, this is dropping down. You've got to extend those ribs, reach out. That's it, hold where you can. Hold where you can without pushing your bottom back. So if you look down at your left leg, the inner line of that leg should be hitting forwards towards the stage, not back towards the thigh. Extend the arms away from each other, pushing the left hand down into the left leg, turn your chest, look up at the thumb, or keep the head looking down at the floor. Pressurize the outer edge of your right foot, pull up on the inner left knee to the inner left groin, turn, feet towards the front, jump, legs together, arms down, Tadasana. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Joe, I've got absolutely no idea about timing, so can you tell me when we've got 4 minutes left? Yeah, thank you. Okay, I haven't got a clue where we are, what we're doing. Right, so what we're going to do now, another lateral standing pose, this is Warrior 2. So Katie's going to demonstrate Warrior 2. So you've already done the jump, you've already done the turn. This is one of the Warrior poses, Virabhadrasana 2. Now the important thing about this is that angle of the knee and the thigh. So that bent leg knee needs to sit over the ankle of that foot, not forwards towards you, not forwards towards the wall over there. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's not quite at a right angle bend, but as long as the knee's not going forward, so you don't want to put pressure on the knee. And the arms are extending parallel to the floor. Commonly, the trunk will lean forwards towards that bent leg. Just do it slightly wrong, Katie. Lean over your bent leg. Lean towards that, like that. Often that happens. So you have to stay grounded in the back leg and keep your spine vertical. Okay, shall we try that together? Okay, so arms to the centre chest. Jump or step. Beautiful. Left foot in, right leg out. So big stride, because it's a big pose. But you need to create that space for the groins to stretch. Now, make a mental note where your crown of your head is now, lined up with your tailbone, and everything in between. Pick a spot in front of you and look directly forwards. Don't look towards your right, look directly forwards at a spot right in front of your eyes, and bend your right leg. Now, if that spot starts to move, you know you're doing that. So try and find that centre line. Then you can check your leg and see if anything's happened. And some of you need to make your left leg go much further back. Yes, to give you space. Move that right knee towards the back of the room, towards the exit, but grip your right buttock forwards towards the stage. Yes, and the arms get very tired in this pose in the beginning years. So you have to learn how to stretch the tricep, or grip the tricep and stretch the bicep. Trapezius down, trapezius muscles down. And it's hot, I know. See if you can sink a little bit lower without doing this. That's it. Now imagine your outer hips are converging. So squeeze your outer hips and come up. Turn the feet to the front. Just rest your hands on your hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, other side. Stretch the arms, turn the right foot in, left leg out. Remember to rotate that left thigh from inside out. Lift up the two sides of your body. Imagine your arms are up this way. You can do that if you feel a bit stuck. And now bend your left leg. Again, fix your gaze on that point directly in front of you. That's it. Crown of the head in line with the tailbone. Hope mine is. You can tell me off if you like. Left knee back. Look along your left arm. Keep the top of your right thigh pressing back. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders, but grip your triceps. Stretch your biceps. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Inhale, straighten the left leg, turn the feet, jump legs together, arms down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So I'm going to show with blocks, Katie's going to show without. The next pose combines those two poses. It's called Parsvakonasana. Now you can use bricks, you can use foam blocks. Oh, thank you very much, 15 minutes. Right, okay. So it combines those two shapes. So what happens is you get that bend and then you extend. Now what some people find is that they can't get down to the floor like Katie. All right, so you can either put your elbow on your knee, or you can take a brick or a block. All right, but don't do this. Just watch. Don't do this to get your hand down. You see how I've lost the angle? All right, so we want to keep this shape, stretch, and if I can't reach the floor, I just put my elbow on my knee, and then this arm can come over or not, depending on shoulder problems, etc. All right, so let's have a go. If you want to use the blocks, there's loads of equipment there for you to use, to experiment with if you want to try any of these things. So we've only got 2.5 more standing poses to do. I say a half because usually yoga teachers lie a lot about what's coming because they, once they get the creative juices going, things happen. Okay, arms to the centre chest. Again, jump or step. And don't forget, it's hot today. So if you get tired, you feel a bit, woozy, you just lie down, bring your knees to your chest. So let's turn the feet to the right. Keep the outer edge of that left foot firm. Yes, bend your right leg. Okay, so we've got that established, that centre line. The outer hip's gripped, outer edge of that left foot down. Extend from your inner right groin to your inner knee. Now, extend your trunk to the right. Bring your right arm down, either onto your elbow, onto a block. Just put your left hand on your hip for now. Good thing about putting your arm on your elbow is you can push your knee back to get that groin open more. This left thigh, though, will drop forward, so press the left thigh from front to back. Roll the left shoulder back. If you can, extend your left arm over your ear. If there's a shoulder impingement, if you bring it forwards, forwards and over, Katie can demonstrate that. Like that. Sometimes that alleviates the shoulder impingement, but stretch the fingers. Bend the leg to a right angle, madam. In black. Bend the leg to a right angle. Go down more. Yes, put your elbow on your knee. And now bend. Yes, that's Parsvakonasana. Good. Inhale, come up. Turn the feet. Rest the hands. Hot?
Yes.
Yes? Good. Think of all that toxin you're releasing. I've had at least 3 chais. I need to get rid of my toxins. Oh, okay. Let's do the other side. I'm going to lie down soon, don't worry. So, right leg in, left leg out. We're going to bend that left leg to the right angle. Think of this kind of, it's like if you imagine Guruji or any of those, really strong guru teachers with their big proud chests, and they're kind of invoking this energy through their body. So you've got to, even if you don't have it or you don't feel it, it's fake it till you make it. So be positive when you're doing your practice, be positive. Extend to your left, bring your hand down, you can hold the ankle, you can put your elbow on your knee, you can bring your hand to the floor, and then that top arm can come over. Keep the top of your right thigh pressing back, move the left knee back, buttock forwards, turn your abdomen, turn your chest, look up towards the ceiling. If you're getting hot and tired, put your top arm on your waist. That's it. Stretch the arms straight though, don't have bent elbows. Yes, we've got to create the pathway for the energy to flow. Inhale, come up, turn the feet, jump the legs together, arms down. Well done. Keep your feet hip width apart, hands on your hips, bend forwards, go as far as you can. If you can reach to the floor, congratulations, but that's not the pose, is it, as we all know. You can hold the backs of your legs, but keep your legs straight. Yeah, keep your legs straight. Unless you've got a hamstring injury. Yeah, so not you, Julia. Are you having a henna tattoo? Fantastic. That's what I call practice. Okay, now look forwards, hands on your hips, and come up and stand up. Tadasana. We'll do one more standing pose, and then I promise you we'll lie down. We're going to do Virabhadrasana 1, Katie, classical pose. So we're going to do this the classical way. So Katie, if you can turn your mat round, and I'll do it from the other way, so then they get the full experience. We're going to do it the classical way, which means we're going to jump the legs apart, but now we've got to turn the hips a bit more. So as we take the pose, we're going to turn the left foot deep in and the right leg deep out. So we'll be across the legs, then we spin the arms, and then we take the arms up. We get to that point, we pressurize the outer edge of the left foot, lift the frontal spine, and then we bend the leg towards the right angle. So that's Virabhadrasana 1. So again, if you've got high blood pressure, any kind of problems, you can put your hands on your hips, like that, all right? Or you can even keep the legs straight, the bent legs straight, if there's any kind of problem. Okay, should we do that? Yes, come on. Last but one standing pose. Ready? Arms to the center chest. Jump the legs wide. Spread your awareness from the center of your chest, from the middle part of your shoulder blades, to the thumbs, to the little fingers. Now turn the left foot deep in, turn the right leg out. So you're going to face over your legs. Now spin your arms so the palms face the ceiling. If you want to run over there, Katie, yes, that would be great. Raise the arms up, lift up out of your hips, pressurize the outer edge of your left foot, lift your frontal hip bones, and then bend your right leg towards that right angle. So if your knee's going forwards over your foot, you need to walk your left leg further back. Turn the outer left thigh forwards. Draw the outer right hip back. Lift from your outer hips. Lift your waist. Lift your arms. Lift the energy up. And now inhale, come up. Turn to the front. Jump the legs together. I haven't forgotten the other side. Just jump the legs together. Refresh. I'm giving you time to run over to the other side. Okay. I love this pose, sorry. I really love Virabhadrasana 1. It's quite strong. So bring the arms to the center chest. Elbows high, jump the legs wide. Again, feel that energy spreading all the way from the front chest to the back chest to the fingertips. Now let's spin the arms first. Let's take the arms up this time. lift up from your outer hips. So imagine your arms are connected to your hips. Turn the right foot deep in, left leg out. So you're now facing towards the basketball hoops over there. Roll that outer right hip forwards. Pressurize the outer edge of your right foot, and now bend your left leg. Don't let your trunk get sucked into the hips. Lift the spinal column up. Bend a little bit more. Move the arms further back. That's it, not your body, your arms. Yes. Go on, last few seconds to straighten the arms. Virabhadra was a warrior. Think of that fearsome warrior on his horse with his big swords. And now straighten the left leg, come up, turn the feet, jump the legs back together, arms down. So he didn't have bent swords. Okay, they wouldn't be very useful. He had straight swords. 5 minutes. Oh my goodness me, I've got about another hour planned. What are we going to do? Okay, so what we'll do, because you've really earned it, we're going to lie on the back for a minute. Just lie down on your back and bring your knees to your chest, both knees to your chest. Once I get going, that's it, I can't stop. So squeeze the knees. Now, squeeze the knees towards your chest. Anybody with knee pain, you hold behind the knees, okay? So knee pain people, you need to create space in the back of the knee, okay? And then you can still do the same shape, get the same benefit of that lower back releasing. It feels nice, doesn't it, to have the lower back resting on the floor. Now we're going to keep hold of the right leg and just stretch the left leg away along the floor. So Parvamuktasana, it's Ekapada Parvamuktasana. So we're stretching the back of the left leg into the heel, right knee towards your chest, spread your shoulders, press your shoulder bones down into the mat. So feel that space across your collarbones. That's it. And then change legs. Hold the other knee towards your chest, stretch the right leg away. This is a really good pose when you've got general lower back pain. Very good medicinal pose to do. Put it in your first aid kit when you've got back pain. Keep the other leg on the floor though. Keep the other leg on the floor. Keep the heel on the floor. That's it, yes? Because you want to have that contact. Heel on the floor of the straight leg, that's it. All right, now bend both knees towards your chest. Hold around the backs of your legs. Everybody, hold around the backs of your thighs, near the hamstring, sort of the center of the back of the thigh, sorry. Okay. Now, keep hold of stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Keep hold of the backs of the legs. Now, normally I'd get you to get a belt, but we're running out of time, so we're going to use the hands. So hold on to your legs. Push your heels up as high as they'll go. Move your legs into your hands so that you're not bringing the legs too far over your face. So they're basically vertical legs. And then keep hold of your right leg with two hands. If you're not sure, have a look at the stage and stretch your left leg away down to the floor. This is Supta Padangusthasana. And then change legs. And then both legs up if you can. Hold the legs for just 2 seconds, 10 seconds. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Push into the heels. Squeeze the legs together. And now bend your knees. Place your feet down on the mat. Stretch your legs away. Release your arms out to the sides. Roll the upper arms away from the sides of your body. Close the eyes. If you're wearing glasses, take them off and place them on your belly, somewhere they're not going to get trodden on. You don't have to close the eyes, but make sure that the center of the back of the skull remains in the center of your mat. So you're not lolling your head from side to side. Shavasana is as much a pose about alignment as any of the other poses. So you need to feel that alignment from the crown of your head all the way down through your spinal column, through your perineum to the space between your heels. And then feel that from that central alignment, everything falls away to the edges of your mat. Your conscious awareness travels throughout the two hemispheres of your body. And the mind can then merge with the breath with the body, and surrender the body into the floor. Because Iyengar said that yoga is a light which once lit will never dim, and that you realize you are a spark of divinity through your body. So feel that light, that golden, infinite warmth inside your chest, in the heart center, nourishing every cell of your body as you continue your journey on this physical earth. Now take a breath and bend your knees. Place your hands on your belly. Just be soft in your belly, soft in your actions now. Roll to your right side, away from the heart, unless you're pregnant, and then roll to the left. And as you come up, we're going to do one more chant. And this is the teacher-student prayer. It's a really lovely chant. I have to have my words just in case. I do know it, but, sometimes with nerves you forget things, don't you? So this is the Om Sahana Bhavatu chant. So we'll just relax the hands. You can bring the palms together if you want. You can keep the eyes open. You can keep the eyes closed. It might be on your sheet. If you've got the sheet, it might not be. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I'll just read the translation if I may. May we, Guru and disciple, be protected together. May we enjoy the fruits of our action together. May we achieve strength together. May our knowledge be full of light. May we never have enmity for one another. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you very much.